Welcome to the Art of Reading Smoke with Phil Jose. I'm Phil Jose. Let's get started. Hey, we're live. I've got this live streaming, but then I'm going to post it too. So if you happen to catch it right now, that's great. But I'm going to change the post date till next week, and we'll get that going. So thanks to Jersey Shore Fire Response. There's a link in the show notes to both the original video and to the to their YouTube page. Let me kill the audio there so that we're I'm not have to talk over. So we're sorry, I'm a little disorganized there. So we're looking at this house right here, and battalion chief's just arrived. The videographer has just arrived, and we're going to take a look at this. It's going to be about 4 or 5 minutes till the fire department shows up, and so let's get it rolling. We're not going to watch all that time because I'm going to fast forward a little bit. But one of the things we want to take note of is the statuses of these windows. And you notice this window is relatively clear, but we do have smoke. Now the highest volume's up here, but you want to be able to see that there's a little bit of smoke coming out of this around this window down here. That window looks dark, and the other thing is this window here looks pretty dark too. Now that could just, I'm not sure early in the video, because that could just be a vagary of how the video's playing out. But there's a significant wind condition here. If you go to the original video and listen, you could definitely hear the wind blowing. And so the fact that there's so little smoke coming out of here, it's indicated to me, one, the fire might be relatively small. Two, it's and this is what I think it is on the initial read, is that limited, right? So there's no openings, there's no windows broken, there's no the door's not open. So there's a little bit. Most of this is clean, pristine, dissipating white, indicating that the attic is getting warm, but not hot. Remember that white is early stage heating. And so that's what I think we got going on here. But there's definitely a working fire in here. The battalion chief arrives, upgrades it to a working fire. So I'm guessing it must have been like an odor of or something like that, or maybe even an automatic alarm. Again, you can see that window. That's pretty black compared to this and compared to that, right? So my sense is there's a little bit of the fire in there. Now, it does take a little bit of time for the first units to show up, so I'm just going to sort of pop it forward. There's not much of a change while they're doing that, and they're right here. They're stretching. They're just about to open the door, and so we'll get a chance to see what it's like once we open the door. We like to do that 4L read, life, lift, layout, location. Neutral plane, pretty high in the door here. Wasn't a big puff of smoke. Now, I think this is a wind side, because you can see the wind's blowing delta to Bravo here, right to left. And so that's probably one of the reasons we didn't get much of a push, but there is some, I'd say a moderate amount of, I'd still call this laminar, right? Now, once they open that door, of course, the fire's going to start growing, right? They're adding ventilation, getting the line stretch, and that's something that we should be able to anticipate. And let's just pop it forward just a little bit more as we get this fire attack going. And now they're in the space. Now we can definitely see, compare these two windows. That one's pretty clear. That one's definitely black. So I would predict there's some fire in there. I don't know if the fire started in there or maybe extended to there. I'd also expect some fire back in that back corner where that one window was. But of course, once they're inside, or once you were inside, be able to figure that out by using your reading smoke skills. Interior of the building, where's the smoke coming from? Where's the fresh air track going to, right? That's sort of what we want to look at. Now, one of the things that I think is interesting, I'm going to let it play through now, because they're in there, they've got water. At some point, we're going to see the fire grow relatively quickly behind that glass, and they're going to hit it right away. I mean, so as it grows, once the air gets in there, it's going to hit sort of a critical mass. It's going to become really evident. Here we go, right here, quickly. And then you'll see that they also get water on it relatively quickly. And we're talking about seconds, right? Became aware once they're inside there. Hey man, there's fire back here behind us. They hit it pretty fast. And from this point forward, they're really over the top on this fire. And we always talk about, when I talk about the impact of water application, right? So once you're on top of the fire, you should get a rapid and sustained decrease in velocity and density. Now they've got the rapid part here. This is mostly clean, pristine, dissipating. There's a little bit of dirtiness here, and we certainly want to keep an eye on that attic vent and these other windows. But really, if we pop forward on this thing over the next 15-20 minutes, it just constantly keeps going down. Now they're digging out hot spots. There's certainly things to dig out. They've got to get their searches done. Right now they're going to start overhauling. But the only thing that concerns me along that line is that this attic vent holds smoke a little bit longer than I would like, but it does constantly keep going down as far as volume, velocity, density, color go, which is what we want. Rapid to begin with, and then sustained over the course of time. They get these windows open, they get some hydraulic vent going, they actually get they're just about to put a PPV fan in here, and get really good ventilation so they have good visibility to do their overhaul and stuff. And of course, you could also use your imager and that sort of thing. But starting up front, right, a significantly vent limited event, looking at these windows like that one right there, this one right here, and then around on this other side. And most of the, or I should say all the smoke initially is coming from this end. Vent limited fire gets access when we make access, and then they get some water on it right away. So again, thanks to the Jersey Shore Fire Response. Go check out their site. Go check out this original video. In the show notes, you'll find I've got a class going with the Fire Nuggets. It's an online class. I've been working almost 3 years on online content. It's a tactical decision making class, so it's called Tactical Decision Gaming, and there's a link in the show notes for the first session. I have a cadre of chief officers, and I have a cadre of company officers or wannabe company officers. 2 separate classes, because we're talking about different kinds of decisions. Some the same, some different. Anyway, if you're interested in that, check out the link or just register for the class. Remember to come see me at FDIC 2024 in the big room on Thursday at 1:30, and just say hi if you see me on the street there. All right, so for the Order Being Spoken, Phil Jose, I'm Phil Jose. I'm out.